All right, hey everyone, 10 Tampa Bay Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins here. Let's talk cold front. It is on the way. You can see the showers and storms that are out there right now. And in fact, this area right here has a couple little thunderstorms on the leading edge, but you notice it's all sinking kind of southward. I think a lot of that will happen. But this is on the way tonight, and especially after midnight, we'll see some showers roll through the area. This little bowing you see right here could have some gusty winds inside of it, but other than that, it doesn't look like we're going to have a big chance for severe weather. So it's mainly showers and thunderstorms. And yeah, we actually have some spots that are still wet out there, but most areas are very dry. We haven't had much rain since Milton. So that will be coming through. It actually will be kind of a good thing for many areas. There's a look down to the south. So what was left over of Sarah came up through here and just got pulled up into here. So some of this rain is actually left over from Sarah, but it is not developing or anything like that, so we don't have to worry about that. There are actually two different fronts. We've got this one coming through now, right? That's the main one. And you see this second one up here. This is kind of a reinforcing second shot of cooler air, especially Thursday night and Friday, and that'll come in for the weekend. So kind of big picture stuff here. Here are the two different air masses. Obviously, one where we're at now, the one behind it here in the 60s, and then the second one, really the third one, right? The second reinforcing shot of air we're going to get this weekend is sitting back up here. And I think, 49 in Lincoln, I think lows, especially in Tampa, could get down to that. North of there will be even cooler than that. So what's that look like? Big trough coming down. Keep your eye on this area right here because that's the main cold air one, if you will. We've got a little bit of cooler air out here, but this is going to dig into the eastern half of the United States. You see it moving southeast there? And in fact, watch it. It's going to really start to dig in as we get towards the upcoming weekend. That's Friday night into Saturday. That is snow potential for parts of the Northeast. Not a lot, but I think West Virginia actually could get quite a bit. Maybe even flurries in the D.C. area on Friday. But either way, that's cold air all up and down the East Coast, and that includes here in Florida. Now, after that, especially we get into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, we'll start to warm things back up and get back to normal, which is about 78 for this time of the year. Here's the front coming through. This is the moisture that you're looking at because not only is it cooler air, but it's very dry air. You see all that? Now, this is the tropical feed. This is just the moisture surging ahead along that front, right? That's what we're going through tonight and tomorrow morning. And then, boom, the dry air really moves in, and it sticks around for the entire weekend. In fact, even next week, let me take this out a little bit here. This is Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday into Thursday afternoon. We go all the way out into Friday evening and mainly dry air, but we will have another weak front coming at us. That's what you see right there. But no rainfall in the 7-day forecast other than what we will see tonight and tomorrow. So right now, temperature's still on the warm side. Not necessarily muggy. I mean, dew points are in the mid-60s. It's not terrible. But here are the forecasted highs for tomorrow, at least temperatures, right? This is 3 o'clock. Still going to push upper 70s, close to 80. And that's with rain in the morning, clouds slowly clearing throughout the afternoon. But tomorrow night, the cooler air moves in. And after waking up in the low 70s, even some upper 60s tomorrow morning, Thursday morning, widespread low to mid 50s. You're certainly going to notice the difference on Thursday morning. And then Thursday afternoon into Friday afternoon, we're going to struggle to get to the, let's look at Thursday afternoon. We're talking mid to upper 60s. That's it. And then Friday afternoon, same thing. So definitely going to be the coolest air that we've seen so far this year. Here comes the dry air. You can see by the time we get towards tomorrow around lunchtime, still have the moisture. It'll actually be kind of humid tomorrow morning, the first half of the day, but it's the second half of the day. That's 11 o'clock. Dew points dropping to down in the low 60s. It's kind of where we are now. So the dew points will come up tomorrow. It'll feel humid. Front will come through. Tomorrow night they'll come down. And then when you wake up on Thursday, you will feel it. That's 8 a.m. Dew points in the 40s and low 40s at that. And look at this. Some of them will go down into the upper 30s Friday into the weekend. Watch Saturday. See that? That's another surge of drier air late Friday night into early Saturday. And then Monday we'll get a little bit of rebound in the moisture. But by far, it's the driest air we've seen so far this fall. It'll be the coolest air we've seen so far this fall as well. And so it's going to feel really good out there. But you're going to want to know where you put the jackets. It's boots weather. The whole 9 yards, all that good stuff. And if you just moved here, You think it's crazy, but you'll get used to it. Your blood will thin out too, right? We're just not used to that. The average low is about 60 this time of year. The average high is 78. Here comes the forecast model showing the front sweeping all the way through tomorrow. That was late tonight through early tomorrow afternoon and early evening. Let's take a closer look at it. Here is about 1 to 2 a.m. where the showers and storms are moving onshore already. So closer to 12:30, 1 o'clock tonight, or early tomorrow morning. And then by 5 a.m., the bulk of it is already south of I-4, right? But there's still some more left over. So you're going to have some pretty good rain. 1 to 2 inches, could get a little bit more in some of the heavier downpours in the overnight hours. And then by 9 o'clock, most of the rain is down to our south, but we still have some low clouds and some showers. We still are waiting for the front itself to come through. And when that happens, it's going to keep some of these low clouds and a couple sprinkles through the mid-morning hours. All right, nothing severe or anything like that. It will get breezy tomorrow, but that will mean that basically we will end up seeing the front sweep through and cool us off a little bit. So we've got a weather impact alert, and that's not necessarily for severe weather because I don't think we'll see much. What this is impactful weather, right? Inconvenient weather. And that means early tomorrow morning, if you've got plans, the bus stop, the school, car line, just the morning commute, I would plan some extra time because it's going to be wet. It'll be mild, low to mid 70s. And as I mentioned, it's actually going to be more humid tomorrow morning than it is out there right now, upper 60s for inland locations. But then notice tomorrow, we'll run that weather impact alert out through about 11 a.m. We'll still see some sprinkles after that, but it'll start being more far and few in between at that point. And again, just a few thunderstorms around first thing in the morning. So 1 a.m. to about 11 a.m. is the timing for tomorrow. It's not going to rain that entire time, but that's the time that everything will be sweeping through. The impact will be just showers and storms, and what that will do is basically slow that morning commute down, kind of either way you look at it. So plan ahead for tomorrow. Now, forecast low temps for Thursday morning, right? Tomorrow we're going to make the upper 70s, and then tomorrow evening we really cool. So we wake up on Thursday morning in the 50s, most locations, low 60s, right about 60, 61, right at the beach for your Thursday morning. And then look at Friday morning, even cooler. That number is for Tampa, 55 degrees, which means we'll have 40s in Hernando, Citrus County, perhaps even Lakeland. Northern Polk County will be close to about 49, 50 degrees on Friday morning. And then the wind. Right, so tomorrow, let's just talk about the marine forecast. We got southerly winds picking up, and then they'll turn around to the west and northwest by the afternoon. See them coming in right around 1 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's the frontal boundary coming through. So we have choppy waters out there on the bay. Small craft exercise caution advisories. They could go to small craft advisories. They should. They probably will. 78 in the water. That will not be that warm for some time. I can tell you that. We're going to get cool over the upcoming weekend. And 3 to 4 foot seas. There is also a rip current risk that will go into effect tomorrow afternoon. When you saw those winds pick up just now on that forecast model for tomorrow afternoon, that's when the rip current risk goes. They haven't done a high surf advisory yet, but that should come with it. Usually we kind of get all the same. We get small craft advisories, high surf, and rip currents. I would expect that we're going to get probably all 3 of those for tomorrow. So tomorrow afternoon, you don't want to be taking the boat out. If you are going to the beach, check out the waves. Please be careful. Because rip currents can kill easily, right? All right, here we go. High temps for the next 10 days. Look at Thursday. Barely getting to 70 on Friday. Back in the upper 60s, mid 60s on Thursday and Saturday for highs. And then a little bit warmer on Sunday. And then you notice we do warm things up above average. Again, 78 is about average for this time of the year. So we will warm back up Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday if you like it. And I get that. And I will leave you with this, guys. No tropical development is expected the next 7 days. One of the main reasons why, obviously, with the cool air in here, that water temperature is going to cool down. But it's also going to be because of a lot of wind shear, and that's pretty typical for this time of the year. We made it through Sarah. Still could get something out in the Atlantic, but most areas I think would be tough to form anything now, so it'll probably end up going out just through Sarah. Look at the blue on here, the dark blue in the upper northwest there. That is wind shear. You see it coming through Thursday, and then watch it sink all the way down into the Caribbean, right? At least the Western Caribbean, and of course the Gulf of Mexico. That is one of the reasons why the hurricane season ends on November 30th. It's because the weather patterns shift. The jet stream comes a little further to the south, and you get more wind shear the further south you go, and tropical systems just can't form in that. Okay, that's it, guys. Hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday evening. Still in between the first and second period for Lightning, so hopefully we'll get a W out of that tonight. See ya.